bad situation you're in, even to the point where you're feeling desperate. I think maybe I would feel desperate in that situation, but I need you to get straight with us now and tell us what's going on, because we've been doing this for a lot of years, and on this particular situation, we've worked on it ever since it's happened, and I think we know what has happened. Some stuff I know we know, some stuff we think we know, and we'd like you to straighten this out for sure. And anything you tell us, we're going to go tell the district attorney. I mean, if it's a situation where you didn't mean to do this, got carried away, and you're sincere and you're telling the truth, we'll go tell the man that.
But we want to know whose idea it was.
Is it all your idea, the whole thing?
No, sir.
Well, okay, tell me.
You need to tell us about it.
Okay. Rich told me that he would split my money. We could get out of Barry. Which I think that's his name was Barry.
Right.
That's what I was told his name was. And he come and woke me up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and told me that Barry had just got there. And he told me that he knew where the money was, and that he said he was sitting on like $7,000. And so we went into the room.
Did you use a key to get in?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Is it a situation where you both go into the room, or is it just you going into the room?
I just went in.
Okay.
I was just telling him for his keys.
Did you were going in
For his set of keys.
for a set of keys?
Yeah.
Okay, did Rich give you the key to the room?
No, I had a set of master keys that I walked around with, because if they'd like open the laundry, and I had a master key to most of the rooms in the motel, except for like there was like 8 or 9 oddball doorknobs, which I would have to go to the office and get a key for if I needed to get in those rooms.
Okay, continue. Go ahead.
Anyway, Barry was like there that night, and he called me and told me that Barry was here, you know, that to be in my room if anybody called for complaints, like for extra towels, or if their heater didn't work, they needed their TV adjusted or something like that. Because he calls me when he's, you know, usually there telling me to be in the room, because if he's going to call me, he needs to find me right then and there, so.
It's very big deal, there.
Yeah, so
Sure.
everything you take care of right quick and everything. And,
And about what time was this when he told you that?
He's coming 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, it's still early evening, right? Okay.
And then he called me back and told me that Barry was going like to Tulsa, which he owned like another motel in Tulsa or something like that. And then he come and woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and said that he'd just seen his car pull in. And he said he was going back up to the front desk for me to go in and get his car keys, because he said he would know where the money was and everything.
No, I'm sorry. Tell me that part again. He wanted you to go in and get his car keys? Because what?
Because I guess the money
was in the car.
Yeah.
Where did Barry keep his car?
Right there in front of the door.
Went right into the awning, right by the office door?
And then after everything kind of got under control, we transported the car over to the back parking lot.
Well, now wait a minute. I want you to go into detail about after you go into the room. Go back to that and tell us what happened.
Well, he woke up.
Okay, he was in bed asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just really meant just to knock him out, you know.
What did he say to you?
He just kind of jumped out of his bed, you know. He really didn't ever say anything.
Was there a light on the inside? Or was it dark?
No, it was dark.
Could you see well enough?
Yeah, from like the outside light that shined into the blinds.
I see.
So,
But the blinds were open and there was some outside
Well, they were
light
kind of
coming in.
like, the blinds in that room were kind of like warped. I don't know how they got warped, but they were kind of, like, a few of them had been out of shape.
Sure.
the light could get through there.
So there was enough light coming through where you could see what was going on, and he was in bed when you went in? Okay.
So he jumps up, and then what happened?
You said you meant to knock him out. Did you hit him with something?
Yeah.
What?
A baseball bat.
Really, and where'd you get this bat?
Found it in the room when I was cleaning. It was like, we had this big fat black dude working for us one time. When I first started working there, he was already working there. And then when he quit, moved out, when I cleaned his room and everything, I found it.
Found
I
it?
just kind of
Where's this bat now, man?
put it in the dumpster.
In the dumpster? Okay. And so anyway, how many times would you estimate? You know, now, correct me if I'm wrong here, is Barry kind of stout? I mean, he's an older man, but he's kind of stout, is he not?
I would say he was pretty stout.
When you tried to knock him out, did that take some of the stoutness out of him? You understand what I'm
It's
saying?
only like hit him 2 or 3 times. I figured I'd just knock him out.
Sure. Did it work?
Yeah.
Did he hit you in the eye?
Something collisioned me in the eye. I don't know what it was, but
So,
I think it was like his elbow or...
Well, there must have been some kind of struggle because the window got broke out.
Oh, it's because I hit it with the baseball bat. Or the baseball bat tagged it.
Well, there's blood on the window, though.
I don't know where that came from.
How'd you cut your ear?
I don't know how that little scratch got there. I really don't.
We don't think it come from this encounter you had?
Yeah. Possibly. Hit it like...
what did Barry put up one side, Justin?
Yeah, he bounced around a little bit, and then I kind of knocked him to where he was down on the floor, and then tapped him a couple more times, and when he quit moving, kind of left him alone, so I figured he was knocked out.
Did, then what, did you get the keys?
Yeah,
Okay. Where were they?
they were in his pants pocket.
Now, when you say key, are we talking just a key, several
It
keys?
was like a set of keys. I couldn't tell you how many keys. There were probably 25 keys on there.
Were they on it just like a key ring?
I think there were some of them on a bigger key ring, and then there was 2 or 3 of them on a smaller key ring.
What was it? Was there something holding them together?
Man, these
They were
two
like
were,
interlocked. The key rings were like interlocked.
oh, like this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What about his car keys?
They were on that keychain.
I say anything unusual about the car keys? Were they on one of the rings, or were they on?
Yeah, they were on one of the rings.
What was the idea of taking the car where you took it?
That's after we found out that he wasn't going to get back up.
That what?
That's after we found out that he wasn't going to get back up.
Okay, well, tell us about all that.
Well,
You think you've knocked him out, right? Okay, and
we
then,
got the money out of the car. And we went back.
Now, wait. Let's back up just a little bit. I'm sorry to stop you, but I want to make sure I understand. Let's go back to the point where he's landing on the floor. You said you tapped him 2 or 3 more times. You get the keys. Where were they? Were they in his pants pocket? Were they laying there?
They were like on the little couch still that was in the room.
Just laying there on the couch still?
Yeah, his pants were. And then I just kind of felt of his pants and felt the keys.
I
and
said,
then-
you get the keys out. Then what?
And then Rich told me after I got the keys to come back up to the office. So I went back up to the office.
You shut the door to the motel room?
Yeah,
And what room is this?
I think it was 102.
Okay, so you shut the door behind you.
Yeah.
You go back to the office.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what time it is now, man?
I don't know, it was like 3 o'clock when Rich woke me up and told me that he was back.
It's after 3.
Yeah.
You would guess, would you say?
It would probably be like 4:30. I don't know.
Okay, so at 4:30 or 5, you go back to the office.
Yeah.
And Rich is the office unlocked?
Well, no, he already locked it, and I just rang the buzzer, and he come up there. And then we went and got the money out of the car and went and took it back to my room. So I guess like his girlfriend wouldn't know nothing or nothing like that. And we split the money.
How much money did you get?
Like about $1,900. I mean, he told me that the guy was sitting on like $7,000, but it only come out to be a little less than $5,000, I think.
5,000?
Yeah. Well, no, a little less than $4,000, right at $4,000.
So at 4,000? So did you count the money there to see how much was in that he had there, and then split it up equally?
No, we just kind of tossed like a grand here, and then we tossed a grand there. And then we just kind of divided it like that into two piles. We didn't really count it.
So you got close to 2,000 apiece.
Yeah.
How much of that money do you have left?
Like $1,700.
Where's it at?
It's at the apartment that I was at.
It's back up, still in the apartment?
No, it's at the apartment I was recently at.
Oh, just recently?
You mean you felt safe to leave it there?
No, I just left it there when my boss showed up and told me to come up here.
Oh.
Okay, now,
Excuse me just a minute before you ask anything else. This money, is it with somebody or?
No,
that's what I was gonna ask.
it's in a drawer that has some of like a couple more pairs of my socks and a couple more.
Which apartments are you staying in?
It's like, I don't know the name of the complex, but like Rockwell's right here, and you got 23rd, and then the council's right here, and there's like a quick shop right here, and like a mini mart over here, and like a mini mart right there, and then there's a little road that goes back, and there's a complex right there.
Okay. And,
And it's like around back. And
It's a-
when you come to the back end of the driveway, you like hit the stoppers.
is this an apartment?
Yeah, it's a whole apartment complex.
What's the name of it?
I don't know the name of the
How
complex.
in the world did you find it? Is there somebody sharing that apartment with you?
Yeah, some of the other roofing crews staying there.
But you feel pretty sure that your money's safe there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you say it's in, did I understand you to say it's in a sock or in some socks there?
Well, it's in like one of those Crown Royal bags,
Yeah?
but I have like some socks and some underwear in it.
Kind of on top of it to kind of cover it?
Yeah, it's like in a drawer.
Do you have, is that drawer yours?
Yeah, they told me I could use those drawers for my clothes and everything.
Cool, cool.
And I kind of didn't grab all my socks and underwear when they told me to bring some of my clothes up here.
Okay. Now let me ask you, let me go back just a little bit here, okay? Now you mentioned that you went up to the office and you took the keys up there.
Yeah.
Now then, when you got to the office, you rang the bell. And you rang the bell as opposed to knocking on the door?
Yeah, there's a little doorbell there.
And where is this doorbell? Is it over on the east side, west side? It's on the side over by where Council Road is, or on the end?
Well, the office doors faces the council road,
Uh-huh.
and the doors are back here, and then like on the side of the brick and everything, there's a little buzzer.
So you just hit the buzzer and it,
And he come and answered the door, presuming it was me, seeing how he woke me up just a few minutes, or...
so he was kind of waiting on you.
Yeah.
And so did he let you in, or did he come outside?
Yeah, well, he came and unlocked the door, and then told me that he'd meet me over at my motel room, and then I went to my room, and then...
Which is room number what?
117.
Okay, so you went around there to your room,
Yeah.
and then he met you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And,
then we got the money and split it.
now, wait, keep one little fast for me. You haven't looked in the car yet, right?
No.
Okay, so you're up in your room with him. Do you two guys then decide to go down and look through his car?
No, he knew where the money was.
Okay, so did you just give him the key?
No, I went and got the money.
Oh, you went and got the money?
Yeah.
Where was it exactly?
It was under the car seat.
Under the car seat?
Mhm.
And it was in what?
Like a brown envelope, just a regular envelope, but it was brown.
I see, just one envelope?
Yeah.
And all that money was in just one envelope?
Yeah.
You got the money? Did you take, and where was he when you got the money?
Well, he walked around there with me, but I unlocked the door and everything right in there.
I see. And then what? Did you guys go back up to the motel room?
We went back to my room,
Or,
and then we went and checked on Barry. You know, I transferred the car.
okay, now, wait. After you get the money, you go back up to 117, correct? You split the money up when you're up in 117 right then? Okay. And then the two of you go back downstairs and you say check on Barry?
Yeah, we went and picked the door open to see if he got up or anything.
Did both of you, or just you, or just him, or were you both together?
Yeah.
What about the broken glass from the window? I'm sure there was some laying there on the sidewalk, wasn't there?
Yeah, I picked it up real quick.
And what'd you do with it?
And after we pretty much found out that he wasn't going to move again, I just kind of chunked it inside the doorway there. And then he had me go pick up a piece of plexiglass to put over the window there.
What about Barry?
We just kind of left him in the room.
Well, did you do anything to Barry?
Actually, he asked me to kill Barry. That's what he had done. Yeah.
Rich asked you to kill Barry?
Yeah. So he could run the motel without him being the boss.
And in exchange for doing this,
I would get $7,000, and
you get all
he
of it, or
would- he
you
would-
split it?
well, he told me that he'd give me all of it, but after it happened, he decided he wanted to split it. And then from then on out, he said he was going to rent rooms off the books and keep money back and everything, and slide me some on the side.
So, in addition, you're going to get feather your nest, so to speak. I see. Okay, so when you leave your room and splitting up the money, you go down and you check on Barry. Is that correct? Now, you both check on Barry? You have to answer me, or is it
Yeah,
just you?
we both went in the room and found out that he was completely dead.
Okay. And what about the bedclothes? The sheets, the blankets?
Well, I kind of pulled those off of there. We kind of pulled those off of there and kind of put them over.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, we put those on.
We did? Both of you did? Or is it just you, or
Yeah, well,
nothing that makes a
I
quick
know. I grabbed them and kind of tossed them over his body a little bit.
Why'd you do that? What's the idea?
Just to cover him up a little bit.
Okay. Is that right after you picked up the broken glass and put it in here?
Can we call it as a room before?
Okay.
Or during?
But was it during that same visit that you covered him up and put the glass in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you did?
Not besides moving cars in the back parking lot.
Okay. Now that.
She asked me to move to the back parking lot, and he told me after that day he was gonna go get rid of it and everything, and have me follow him in his car and pick him up to wherever he dropped him off at.
I see. So the back parking lot is just a temporary drop off. Supposedly. He's going to go get rid of it later. Okay. So what happened then as far as, does he wait in the office while you get rid of the car?
Yeah, he made frequent trips to the office. He said he was trying to make it look like or where his girlfriend or wife or whoever she is, I don't know if they were married or not married, wouldn't think nothing. Because she's the one that told him that she just seen Barry's car pull back in when they were still running the office at 3 that morning or 2:30 or whenever it was. I don't know exactly when they pulled back in.
Deanna
Yeah.
told Rich that she saw Barry's car pull back in at 3 or 3:30, whatever it was.
Yeah. or, 233.
How do you know that?
Because he told me that. Because they were sitting up at the office, they're running the office, because the office doors, like, he keeps them open until he's about ready to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I guess she was like up at the front desk, just standing up there taking care of a customer or whatever. And then, she said she went and told Rich that she just saw Barry pull back in. And then that's when Rich jumped up and come running down and woke me up and told me he was back.
Do you know or not if Barry had already checked into 102?
From what I understand, he took the key with him before he went to Tulsa, so Rich wouldn't rent that room, so he had that room for the night.
Okay. Now then, tell me about this piece of plexiglass.
He asked me to go down to Payless and get a piece of plexiglass so we could cover that hole that was broke, so like none of the little kids that run around there would go digging their hands in it and everything and maybe get cut or something like that.
So that morning, did you go to Payless and get some plexiglass?
Yeah.
And what time did you go? Must have been awful early.
It was like right when they opened.
Okay. Do you have any idea when that is?
8:30, 9 o'clock.
Did you pay cash for the plexiglass or what? Okay. So you brought the plexiglass back, and what'd you do?
And we siliconed it around the other window.
You say we, you and Rich both did?
Yeah.
Okay. What else did you do?
Before we even did that, we taped a shower curtain up over the inside of the window.
Both of you, or just you? Just
Yeah,
him?
we both taped it up there.
Okay. Let me ask you, how were you dressed that particular night, or that early that morning?
Pair of jeans and a shirt.
Where is that shirt and that pair of jeans?
They're in the laundry room top shelf, because I still had them in my room when the cops found Billy Strasser in the bank parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked them to the laundry room and stuck them up on the top shelf underneath like some old curtains and stuff. I think it's all curtains that are up there.
Help me out just a little bit here. This is the laundry room. Here, I think, is the door. Don't you come in like right here? And over here is maybe the washer and dryer.
Okay, like, here's the double doors, and you come in. And like there's two make-home washers sitting right here.
Uh-huh.
And then there's like a third cycle washer that has the front door.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this another little doorway. You got two dryers sitting here with the table in between them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this another little doorway which opens up to a room,
Mm-hmm.
which has got shelf in here and shelf in here and shelf in here. It's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5 shelves. But anyway.
What are the shelves? On this wall?
Yeah, there's shelves on all the walls that are the same. They're kind of all built around.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk in the door, on the left side, there's a bunch of curtains on the top shelf. And I kind of had
Top shelf on this wall?
yeah, and I kind of had it in like a canister, like a canister that had a bunch of popcorn and, or it had like a spacer of like popcorn and like different flavored popcorns, like, there are all different flavored popcorns, like caramel corn and some other type of popcorn. I don't remember.
You mean they're just empty canisters?
Yeah,
And that's what you
it's
put your
just
clothes
one
down in?
big empty canister, like a gallon canister. I had all the things shoved down here, and I threw them in the pair of shoes I had in my, underneath all those curtains.
So they're all still there?
They all should be still there.
Okay. Were you wearing a hat?
No,
What about your coat?
I wasn't wearing a coat.
What kind of a shirt was it?
I think I had two shirts on. I think I had a long sleeve shirt, which was black, and I think I had an actual, was a black t-shirt till I bleached it, and it turned like a tannish beige, and I bleached it.
And then your jeans and your shoes.
Yeah,
And they're all on these empty canisters.
it should all be in that one canister. It's like a gallon canister, like 5 gallon or something like that, 2.5 gallon.
And you put them there when the cops discovered Barry's car over at the credit union.
Yeah, I put them there while they were all over there. I walked them from my room under the laundry room and shoved them up in there and left the motel.
I see. You know, you had 2 or 3 people hit you up, ask if you'd been in a fight or what you'd done to your eye.
Yeah, I told them I hit my soap dish while I was taking a shower.
Who all hit you up?
I know Deanna did. Billy, I don't think she ever asked me about it. And then I know the 2 maids did. The black couple that was working for their room also.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think Barry knew that they were working there.
What about Kayla? Remember her asking you? You know, the girl.
She might have asked her. I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
But that's the story me and Rich conjured up to tell him about my black eye.
So when is it you cut out to?
When I left the motel.
Yeah.
Well, the cops were over there messing with the car, I guess 2 or 3 in the afternoon the next day.
So when you left?
Yeah.
What'd you do, just take that on foot?
Yeah. And then, like right down Reno, between Reno and Rockwell, there's that stop sign that turns into that company.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a red light, there's like a bridge there. I kind of stashed into that bridge until dark. And then I didn't even expect them roofers to still be in town. When I was crossing, I was in there to use a payphone. And when I got to Rockwell, I seen somebody was on that payphone. So when I was crossing over that bridge, I saw some of the workers that I used to work with that was like the boss's son-in-law. And I seen them cross over the bridge, so I went ahead and walked down to that trailer park and asked them if they were still looking for a hand. Because that one boss had been by like a couple weeks before Christmas telling me that they might be back, that he was going to go to California and everything and let some work build up, and if they had enough work to stay in Oklahoma City, that they would still be working there. And I didn't really figure that they would be there. And so I went back to work for them.
One other thing I meant to ask you that I didn't. When you were wearing those 2 shirts, the long sleeve one and the bleached out black one that was kind of beige looking, and the blue jeans, were you wearing a belt?
Yeah.
When you were in that scuffle, did it get broken?
Yeah. I think the little clasp came off of it.
The little metal clasp?
It wasn't on there real good or nothing.
Is that belt, is it with your clothes?
No, I think I chunked it in the trash with a baseball bat.
How come you chunked it? How come you didn't chunk all the clothes?
Well, I had planned on doing that, but I don't know why I didn't.
But the belt you threw away along with the baseball bat.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. I found kind of a pocket knife in that room. Is that yours?
Yeah, I found it in a room. One room that I've been cleaning before. And I usually carried it around because he lost his master key to like 107, and I would use it to pop the lock on 107. That way I could get in and clean it, because he only had like 1 key, and usually the people he rented that room to would like leave the key in the room, and I had to have some way of getting in that room. So I just kind of stick it in there, and the door didn't even really shut good on 107, so it was real easy to pop.
Well,
told me to do that until they could get another lock for it.
When you and Barry were struggling, okay,